Hi, Scorpio. I hope that you're doing well. Happy birthday to you all. I hope that you have had fantastic birthday parties and things like that. Just jumping in here on Friday, November the 7th to check out some energy. There's the notification. Great. Those of you who may have been on today's general reading, a notification was not showing for me. In technology that I was there, and those of you who follow the channel, you know why we're dealing with people messing with platforms and stuff like that, and they're just not going to get away with doing the nonsense. And so God said they were going to be judged and all that kind of stuff. I went over to another platform and that notification come up. So both those readings are in the community and or post section today in the live of this platform. So anyway, we're going to specifically look at Scorpio and see what's going on for you all. So anybody born when the sun was in this sign in the heavenly realms, or I could be speaking to the cross watcher, energies can flip and switch and all that kind of stuff. So you put the pieces where it goes. I do only ask at the hand of the creator of all things who tells it. And he is a for sure word. And you and I can be confident in the word of the Most High. I won't speak outside of him. So I'm not a religious person. I'm just for righteousness. And God wants you to not just show up in the earth and be upright, courteous and righteous and kind and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I would ask you to go watch those videos though today, because I really gave a what freaking for right in the camera on the second platform of mine. And so those of you who know me, you know I'm prone to do that sometimes. And it's always for upright righteous judgments. And God told us over and over today in the first reading to execute that judgment, because there's an evil work going on, folks, and people are going to die. And I stated in that reading, how many people got to die over crap until people are going to get up, just do the right thing? Letting some stupid idiot get away with some nonsense is going to cost people for that, because the first reading showed somebody didn't execute a judgment when they should have, and now a bunch of people are involved in crap. People are dying or are going to still die if somebody don't do the right thing. Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, show me Scorpio energy. So your energy is coming out. It's about walking away. 18 cups just came out. The secrets are here. 18th arcana is the moon. Scorpio, y'all hold this card in the deck. And this about abandonment. There could be some secret travel. Now in the second reading, there was travel. And the wheel was there. Somebody's husband was there. A toll work was there. A disastrous car wreck showed itself there. Somebody was with somebody's husband. And I guess cheating around on some stuff. I guess it could be drinking really big here. There's a wish around you. All kinds of water coming out. All kinds of water coming out. Show me Scorpio, please. There's messages. This is good news then if that's upright. Did come out in the upright. Somebody's walking away from messages or hoping somebody will walk away from messages. I said what I said in the second reading. God put it out right in the word. He backed up what was being said, folks, which he will do that for you and I all day long. Somebody's saying something out here, and somebody, you know, somebody's hope is somebody will walk away from some messages, and if you're supposed to, then you should. Somebody was putting blockages in messages so that people would walk away and just give up on even things on technology, because that technology room came out with the tower there, which goes to alterating things. If you have an upright wish, then you do. Then you're going from the 8 to the 9 to the 10, and something positive for you guys. If there's good news coming, then there's good news. If somebody's enemy's walking away, it's good news for you. Come on in here, Most High, tell us more about Scorpio energy. Show me Scorpio, what do they need to know? 6 of Cups. It's watery out here. Your energy's all over the place. Past, your soulmates, Empress in the reverse, and the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Superficial individual, whoever's showing up in the reverse. And this could be a lost pregnancy as well. I mean, it's watery out here. And when we looked at water last night for the next 24 hours, there was nothing but tears and crying. And I will say that word came out on the second platform today, the word crying, and somebody's hand being out in need and stuff like that. And anyway, this somebody also sets up in some type of a position. There was a female co-worker that came out today as well between those two readings. This is somebody who's superficial. Hey, look at me. They're all up in their own vanity and their looks, and they just think they're just all that. They're this a wife who's crazy in their own home. They're probably just like a dripping, dripping, drip. What's that scripture say about those wives that aren't godly? It's just like this dripping, dripping, dripping constantly all the time. I don't remember how it's worded, but that scripture's coming through. This is not a kind individual with her in the reverse. There is no celebration with this person. With that 4 of Wands. Something with your mother is here backwards for some of you all. If you are upright with the Empress, then you are. So somebody can't move forward. Unless I said today that he was getting up and people are going to see something here. Somebody thinks that they're trying to get away with something. They're not. Whoever this Empress is in the reverse, they don't have the rite of passage to move forward. Whoever was traveling with somebody's husband, because all that travel was there, it's a wreckage. You ain't going to get far with something. Somebody's married out here, or this wife is cheating and somebody's secretly traveling somewhere or something like that is out here around your energy. Messages. That's all that showed last night when I was looking at just water energy. All kinds of messages was in the hidden space for y'all. Show me more information. Show me these messages that are coming towards Scorpio. Or you don't need to give some type of a message if it's mischievous as well. Or if you have information about something, then you need to prayerfully give some information. Stop some crooked individual. It's backstabbing, betrayal coming out here. Somebody ain't loyal. Whoever this Empress is in the reverse, they ain't loyal. For some of y'all, this person works for the police department. Okay? And they're not loyal because she holds the scales within her, and the police came out, and then another card came out, and that second reading said police involvement. Boy, did I give the police a what for. And if you're an upright police officer, then you are. I haven't seen that in them. Anyway, there's somebody, betrayal, grudge keeping, hanging on to all they have in something. This is a throwout. 5 of Pentacles. Somebody was going to get fired today. Came out twice in some readings. There's more water. This is about opening up to something, but there's a betrayal around you all. Somebody don't have the right to move forward in something. They don't. These messages, somebody's going to hold back on messages. And that's the right thing to do, to walk away from somebody who thinks they're all that in a bag of chips. With her in the reverse, and good for you. This breaks down to the truth about this loyalty around y'all. There's a pregnancy out here. For some of y'all, it was a lost pregnancy. There's an illegitimate child because it came out yesterday. Show me more on Scorpio. Why is that 4 Pentacles here? Somebody greedy out here around your energy. Show me the 4 Pentacles. So this is about having a new beginning, being inspirational, looking from every angle. Somebody does see something from a different perspective and going to walk away from something that you should walk away from with that 8 of Cups. Then good for you. Also can have a meaning of the truth. The torch in the runes represents a justice that's going to be assured on something. Somebody will go to prison for something as well. It also shows sacrificing. Literally in the second reading, Pisces came out. In the first reading, Aquarius came out. So Pisces is here. This is the lymphatic system. This is something being circulated. Maybe even by just communication out here, something's being circulated. And somebody believing something that is being circulated for upright purposes. God said he's going to make something out for good. Somebody stuck and going to jail, then they are some type of a burning sacrifice, because it's about sacrificing energy as well. Then some type of burning sacrifice energy would be out here. You interpret that. That's showing so out here. That goes to prophecy, and the prophet was there in the second reading as well. And then the Bene came out, which is the sons of God, and we are the sons of God. That follow after the Most High, keep his ways, and you touch that energy, you're in danger there. So this is about making choices, and somebody's making choices to walk away from somebody who just thinks they're cute. That's all they are, is just superficial. They just cute. Then good, walk away from the individual. Show me what's hidden here for Scorpio. Because somebody ain't of no value somewhere. Okay? In the hidden space, she's in the hidden, or that's you. Any feminine in your life. Okay? Also jumped out with the sun. This is a government card. It's also pride, conceit, and ego. And whoever had the high pride last night had high pride somewhere. This is also front stage. This person's probably known somewhere. Or that's you. This is a forcing, and this is a victory in something as well. It's also government as well. AA, if somebody is a heavy drinker, that's what that represents, overindulging energy. It's a narcissistic energy as well with the 9 of Cups, whatever that is, or there's 2 A connections. The G and the A together, that's Georgia, but that's also the word for, in another language, high pride. The sun alone represents, even in this deck, it has a meaning of pride, conceit, and ego. So whoever this lady is, if you're upright, then it's showing somebody, another woman has pride and ego against you. This could be your coworker, boss, I don't know, or that's you. They're in the hidden space. We also have the tree, which was just at the bottom of the deck where they come out. So it does want to, which will go back to, in this deck, it's an earth sign energy. But it's also got the feel of the hangman. It's about being stuck. It's about using your mind as well. It's about getting grounded, Scorpio. Somebody is thinking in the hidden space. There are 2 women here, and there are pregnancies here. And if you're not affiliated with why I say 2 women are here, just go watch the other 2 videos, and I break it down for you why it is here. And there are 2 women involved, because there's choices being made. There's that King of Pentacles underneath that, and there's that jealousy. Well, somebody's already married. That's the sperm here, okay? Which was being highlighted in the second reading today. So something about your work or a boss or money is here. There's jealousy in a conflict with the 5 of Wands showing up here in your energy, because somebody's making a choice out here and somebody else is jealous over that. It was really big last night, real big. Communication in the hidden space about pregnancy. It's backwards, upside down, which would show me here that somebody's husband got some woman knocked up, and so, or somebody's wife got knocked up by somebody. Whether the other party was married or a single person, somebody is married in the mix of something out here, okay? And so obviously that's a bad betrayal, and there's grudges around it. But let me tell you something. I mean, you can do what you want. You have free will. God says vengeance is His, but somebody's taking vengeance. I guess you are. you have to bear the consequences with God for playing the role of God. Shame. But anyway, God said yesterday, if somebody wouldn't forgive, He's not going to forgive you. Show me, Scorpio. What's words for Scorpio? Out of country connections. A wall placed for protection. So in that second reading, the Most High said to say to your walls that they are salvation. Because somebody was coming, I guess. There's secret travel out here, because the word travel was up, but there's a wreckage somewhere for some cases. If that traveling ain't in the upright, you ain't hearing from God, and you ain't doing something that you should be doing. Whoever's doing negative traveling for wrong reasons, it's not lawful for you in something. It's a wreck. It's spiritual wreck, natural wreck for some of you all. Somebody thinks they're trying to come take some type of situation in their own hands, and they've got ulterior motives. Somebody needs protection out here. A wall place for protection. A bike. Somebody who owns a bike. Children could be involved. You don't go real far on a bike either. Mostly. Anyway, some type of little travel is here. Says I can't deny the truth anymore. So somebody going to get up and do something? I guess so. Some people got out of country travel out here as well. Their little people game is going to be over. Came out in the first reading, and somebody connected with the hospital is here. And there's a truthful person involved in a matter, which came out today. A date is set for something, which is the wheel that came out the second reading. There's the vomit. Go back to the, it jumped over here by the stork. Oh, look, there they are again. Wow. they're really showing up for the next 24 hours. It came out in the water reading last night and in the air reading. Both of these were in the water reading. They were in the reverse in one of them, and then one of them came upright. And so whoever's not, that vomit's been talked about all day today. And there's 2 lesbians involved in some stuff, and God calls it vomit. Anyway, but there is an appointed time. For those of you who ain't dealing with that energy, there's a baby out here attached to something. It's unlawful for somebody to have somebody else's baby out here, but it happened. Okay, I guess it happened. The X, somebody's problem out here between your energy, Scorpio, or you're the X. Pick through my hands, Most High. Those of you may wonder why I changed my clothes this morning. It's just that shirt was bothering me in those readings, and so those of you go watch those other videos, my hair is all down and I have a different shirt on, but I was getting cold, so I put a little bit of a heavier thing on. So somebody again, and it's true, it came out last night. The card says, I'm so jealous over you. It's a caution. Somebody's jealous over a certain person. Gosh, don't you have problems? Don't you understand that if you walk away from God's way, I mean, obviously, if you've ever walked with him and you left his way, he's jealous because you made a covenant with him. And so you're going to reap what you sow. And when God's jealousy comes out, he tells us, he said, I literally take mountains and turn them upside down in my jealousy because you're walking away from something precious that was supposed to be between me and you. It's somebody's out here like that, because God said in the other reading to come back to me and I'll pardon you from something. But anyway, that jealousy going to get some people killed. It's cruel energy, folks. Cruel energy, and somebody, I'm so jealous over you, poor baby. Anyway, a battle and a warring energy, and most I say he's going to fight, just trust. Okay, well, there is fighting out here, folks. We just seen that 5 of Wands. It's because somebody's so jealous over somebody. They're just, it's crazy. Thus saith Jehovah, there will be justice today. So this came out today on the general reading. So God's going to, look, you just need to trust. We don't care that the battle's raging. God says the battle belongs to him. Anyway, the Most High is going to stand up now, and all shall see that he is Jehovah. Okay, something, positivity, energy is going to come out, because God did say he was going to make something out for good for y'all. Somebody's blood guilty. Yeah, somebody's so jealous. The word murder came out today in the first reading. Let me just say something as well. On that first reading, I noticed that when I would try to go back and watch it, it'd only go like to 1 minute and 5 seconds, and then it would just say something was wrong with the video. And I was talking about that, and God brought that energy out in the second reading to tell you just to go ahead and fast forward across that, because that whole video will play. But all that alteration of stuff is there because people don't want the truth out and what they're caught up in. Okay, even just in general energies. Somebody's blood guilty. They're guilty for all kinds of stuff in their jealousy. And they think that they have a right to go on and live life and do whatever, and nobody's going to know I did this murder type of nonsense, and the person's a nutcase. God's gonna protect from some blood guilty stupidness. There's a music group out here involved in some stuff. Let me just say, for my case, you're guilty for stealing mine and other people in the earth, their projects that are not yours, that you're getting up selling tickets for. Selling tickets off of stolen property that belongs to a person who wrote the music and sings the music for themselves. And you're putting people in a transgression by selling them that ticket that's off of stolen stuff, and you are increasing transgression in the earth, and you're bringing a damnation. It's truth. The word cover, the word pitch, the word float, the word swim is out here. That word the other direction goes to gold with the 2 letters. Something out of state and out of country is here. Okay, so somebody from afar from you is here involved in something. The organization is out here. And it says something hidden is going to come to the surface, okay? And then keeping the Shabbat, the Sabbath, holy is also out here. We know that the church and the preacher and all that stuff keeps coming out. Most I had my hands find that. Let us keep it holy. Let it be about your word and your word alone. You will show me Scorpio. A man that does violence to the blood of any person shall flee to the pit. Okay? There's bloodshed out here, folks. Rain your energy, or you're the murderer. I don't know. I don't know if you still have your soul or not, because God will forgive a murderer. There's just still going to be consequences to some stuff. But anyway, somebody's bloodshed out here on your energy. Somebody's a murderer. A man that does violence to the blood of any person shall flee to the pit. Let no man stay him. Whoso walks uprightly he that walks uprightly shall be saved, but he that is perverse in his ways shall fall at once. And we know there's a lot of perverted nonsense. So somebody's candle's out of them. Ask a question. How often is the candle of the wicked put out, folks? How often is it? It's because transgression and stuff is out here attached in the earth realm. But anyways, because people aren't taught correctly the way of God. And how often does their destruction come upon them? Was it the fire sign reading? Yes, it was a fire sign reading last night that almost every card that my hands found had the word destruction and destroying energy. And God's saying, I'm watching the destroyer, and as soon as they get up, I'm going to pounce them. Those of you who got some idiot out here, that's a really nasty thing over jealousy and stuff like that. They are dangerous, but God's got it under control for you. How often are these people just being put out all over the place in the earth? A lot of people are going to hell, unfortunately, folks. It says the Most High, he distributes sorrow in his anger, and they are stubble before the wind and chaff that the storm just carries away. He brought out the word rain today. It says Elohim lays up his iniquity for his children. Ain't that a shame? He rewards him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. And it's actually double wrath. Double wrath comes from God, which was also quoted today as well in one of those readings. At the bottom of the deck, it says that he that gets wisdom loves his own soul. Don't follow the crowd, folks. Let us get some wisdom. You love yourself enough to get some wisdom, and to fear God is the beginning of it. Somebody else just so ate up in their jealousy and oh my God, and their candles out and they're nuts. Got to be dramatic, because this is dramatic stuff, folks. There's wickedness out here going on. It says, he that keeps understanding shall find good. So what does that mean? God tells us to leave evil is to have understanding. And there is evil that's out here. There's bloodshed. Somebody trying to go and do some violent bloodshed. They're going to flee to the pit. Are you going to have to flee with this individual? Somebody needs protection out here. We call upon the name of the Most High. All who call up, so the King James says, all who call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. But that is a title. It tells you to call upon his name. And he tells us his name forever is Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. That Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. Yehovah. Or some people call him Yahweh. Some people call him Yahuwah. However you pronounce the Tetragrammaton. And I show you a video down below why I call him Yehovah and what he showed me just personally. And other people got, connections. Whatever God showed you, then you do. But it is the Tetragrammaton. You call it up on the name of the Lord, who is Yehovah. That word Lord there, if you look at it in the Hebrew, it's Yehovah there. Somebody needs to call upon Yehovah. There is no protection outside of Jehovah, that the scripture tells us. So somebody has to have a walled place for protection because you're dealing with some wicked individual. You better call upon Jehovah. Somebody's sick in their freaking mind. The Manaz. So this keeps coming out. So again, these two letters, that are found. This is the letter M, but the letter DMD is found inside this one rune, which those letters, one direction or the other, represents bloodshed in the Hebraic language. It's out here. Somebody bled guilty. Somebody's a murderer over jealous nonsense. They're wicked at their soul because their candle's out. It's going to be justice. It is a legal rune. There was a plot around a relationship out here. It's wickedness. If you're going to get some wisdom, you're going to love your soul, and you're going to keep understanding. You're going to find some type of good out of a situation that's horrifying out here. Okay, I wish you love and light, and I pray that Jehovah just be your shield and your buckler around this nonsense that's going on. Just sit back and let God do his thing. He tells you and I, we will see the wicked fall. The righteous will see the wicked fall. They don't have nothing in this realm. That's the way people want to show up. Go ahead. Another one bites the dust. You're out of here. That's the truth. It's sad to me to think that people would rather just go ahead and give on into some wickedness and then even just watch their own children. They're setting nasty stuff up to even watch their own children with this damnation. Isn't that sad? It is sad. Scorpio, this is your reading. Send you love and light. Until next time, shalom. Stay in peace.